They announced Marcus Reed's promotion to Chief Innovation Officer during the Monday all-hands at 10:03 a.m. The room exploded in cheers as confetti dropped from the ceiling. Marcus, the 32-year-old I'd handheld since his first fumbling code commit, now commanded a $195,000 base plus equity, while I, at 51, got handed a gratitude stipend of $15,000 spread over 8 months in a closed-door session with HR later that afternoon. I smiled, nodded, signed the paper. Inside, something finally snapped clean. My name is Victor Lang. For nearly a decade at Apex Dynamics, I'd been the invisible architect behind every mission-critical platform our fintech clients trusted with billions. I joined in early 2016 as lead infrastructure engineer, specializing in zero-trust security and scalable cloud orchestration. The company was scrappy then, 180 people hustling to land deals with mid-tier investment firms. Marcus arrived 6 months later, 23, bright-eyed, armed with a shiny bootcamp certificate and zero clue about regulatory hardening or audit trails. His starter project? Shadowing me on the Meridian wealth migration, a $7.1 million pivot to hybrid cloud that demanded ironclad encryption and real-time threat hunting. I didn't just teach him syntax. I drilled him on why certain NIST controls mattered more than others, how to architect least privilege access without killing velocity, how to translate zero-day exploit surface into boardroom English so executives wouldn't glaze over. When he botched a penetration test simulation and nearly tanked a demo, I rewrote his report overnight, framing his insights as the breakthrough. I stayed late for months, walking him through SOC 2 Type 2 evidence packages, coaching him on client QBRs, even introducing him to key decision-makers at golf outings I'd earned through years of flawless delivery. By year 4, Marcus was smooth, charismatic, the face everyone remembered. I remained the guy in the technical appendix. The frameworks we licensed to new clients, my designs, the renewal revenue spikes, built on architectures I'd blueprint and stress-tested. Yet in 2022, when Apex swelled to 420 staff, Marcus leapfrogged to principal engineer at $142,000. I got a 4% merit bump to $118,000 and a vague keep doing what you do pat on the back. I quit asking for recognition after that. Instead, I started archiving every diagram, commit log, design review comment, quiet insurance. Then came Tuesday's 5:18 a.m. crisis ping. Meridian's chief risk officer detected anomalous queries hitting their high-net-worth client vault. 410,000 records potentially exposed. Their CM was screaming conflicting alerts. They needed the exact logic behind our adaptive access controls. Logic Marcus had presented in glossy decks for 3 straight years but never truly internalized. He rang me at 5:41, voice cracking. Victor, emergency bridge. They're shredding me on the segmentation rationale. I need your walkthrough. I was already at my desk, second coffee in hand. I joined at 5:47. 23 faces filled the grid, Meridian security leads glaring, Marcus sweating under the ring light. Their CRO cut straight in, explain why your behavioral baseline engine didn't auto-quarantine the session. Walk us through the decision matrix. I opened the repo history, began methodically unpacking the layered defenses I'd engineered in 2019. Every threshold, every fallback, every why. 4:41 minutes I carried the room. Then, mid-explanation of the anomaly scoring weights, I paused. You know what? I said calmly. Marcus built this stack. As Chino, he can finish the briefing. I'm stepping out for a family matter. The silence was deafening. Marcus stammered my name. I hit leave meeting. By 6:22 a.m., my phone lit up like a casino slot. Marcus. HR. The CEO. I flipped to do not disturb and went for a long drive along the coast. What followed was textbook collapse. Marcus fumbled the matrix explanation, contradicted the documented thresholds, and suggested a temporary rollback that would have violated 3 compliance covenants. By 8:10, Meridian's CRO cut the call and issued a 48-hour suspension notice on all projects. $7.1 million annual recurring revenue frozen, plus whispers of a state attorney general inquiry. The executive floor panicked. CEO emails, doorstep visits from HR, emergency war rooms. They offered me $138,000, a vague technical fellow title, and promises of future consideration. I listened politely in the Tuesday 9 a.m. sit-down, then slid a one-sentence resignation across the table. Effective immediately. 4 days later I started at a rival firm, $172,000 base, full equity refresh, and a mandate to rebuild their entire security practice from scratch. Meridian quietly followed me 6 weeks after that, signing a new master services agreement directly with my new team. Sometimes the sweetest revenge isn't destruction. It's simply walking away and watching them realize exactly what they threw away.